Yo, what's going on, family? It's me, Hext. Hey, I hope you're doing well, and thanks for tuning into the video. I really appreciate it. So, lately, I've been getting a question a lot, and that question is, how do I get good at Huntress? You know, where do I even start? Well, today, I'm going to give you some information on a really great beginner build. So, what do you say? Let's get started. So, first things first, we need to talk about the perks that we're going to be using. We're going to be running a combination of aura perks and a great early game slowdown perk. The perks in our build are Corrupt Intervention, A Nurse's Calling, I'm All Ears, and Barbecue and Chili. Now, let's talk about what each perk is going to do for us in this build and what they're going to look like in game. The first perk in our build that we're using is our only slowdown perk in the build, Corrupt Intervention. Your prayers invoke a dark power that meddles with the survivor's chances of survival. At the start of the trial, the 3 generators located furthest from you are blocked by the entity for 80, 100, or 120 seconds. When using Corrupt Intervention, you'll immediately notice that the generators affected by this perk are highlighted in a white aura. When you're within line of sight of the affected generators, you'll see that they are blocked by the entity's arms. While Corrupt Intervention is active, it can do a few things for us. It can force survivors to move from their spawn points so they can find generators to work on. This increases your chances of finding someone early, so keep your eyes peeled for scratch marks or crows that have been disturbed, as these are telltale signs that survivors have been in the area. It can also provide you with a chance of early game pressure. This can allow you to start your snowball early on in the match, so make sure you make the most of those first 2 minutes. The second perk we're going to be running is our first aura reading perk in the build, A Nurse's Calling. The auras of survivors who are healing or being healed are revealed to you when they are within the range of 20, 24, or 28 meters. Survivors that are healing will be highlighted by a red aura. This will allow you to line up hatchet throws before revealing yourself around corners. This can lead to extremely fast downs as survivors have very little time to react. A Nurse's Calling will also allow you to start learning the locations that survivors think they're safe in. Some common locations are in buildings on maps such as Haddonfield, Addon, or even Dead Dog Saloon. But guess what? Hatchets can go through those windows and survivors aren't always as safe as they thought they were. Once you start to learn these locations, you can start to make educated guesses as to where survivors might be healing once you're no longer using Nurse's Calling in your build. You might not hit someone every time, but when you do, it makes for a real feel-good moment that could shock yourself and your friends.
Yeah, get fucked, Steve.
The third perk in our build is another aura reading perk called I'm All Ears. Any survivor performing a rushed action within 48 meters of your location has their aura revealed to you for 6 seconds. I'm All Ears can only be triggered once every 60, 50, or 40 seconds. I'm All Ears will allow you to learn the pathing that survivors take in order to lose you or line of sight with you. Have you ever seen a Huntress main take what feels like a completely blind shot through a jungle gym, shack, or maybe even the dreaded corn when a survivor is making their way from one tile to the next? This perk likely helped them become more confident in their guesses. Much like A Nurse's Calling, this perk will help build a sense of survivor pathing that you can start taking educated guesses on once this perk has been removed from your build. In the meantime, use this perk to help build a sense of survivor pathing and timing for your hatchet throws. The fourth and final perk in our build is going to be the perk that you will use in almost every single Huntress build moving forward. Yep, you guessed it. Barbecue and Chili. A deep bond with the entity unlocks potential in one's aura reading ability. After hooking a survivor, all other survivors' auras are revealed to you for 4 seconds when they are further than 40 meters from the hook. Each time a survivor is hooked for the first time, gain a stackable 25% bonus to all blood point gains up to a maximum of 50, 75, or 100%. The bonus blood points are only awarded post-trial. Now, Barbecue and chili is going to give us some really important information. It's going to tell us where the survivors are located to keep our pressure on the survivors at all times. But it's also going to give us the potential for some nasty long-range hatchet throws. With that said, don't be afraid to take throws, even if you don't think you're going to hit them. Practice makes perfect, or, well, close to it. We all miss every now and then. One thing to keep in mind is that survivors have a few ways that they can hide their aura from you when they're further than 40 meters. Survivors can hide in a locker prior to your hook and then leave the locker after 4 seconds of aura reading has passed. Survivors can also place a generator between you and themselves, effectively using the gen's aura to mask their own. Now, these are just a few things to keep in mind when playing with barbecue and chili, as seeing isn't always believing. Alright, that basically wraps up everything for the perks. But wait, you might be looking at your loadout screen saying, wait a second, Hex, I don't have any of these perks yet. Well, no worries. I gathered that information for you. You can unlock these perks via the Shrine of Secrets, which is located in the in-game store. 2 killer perks are available every Tuesday for the cost of 2,000 iridescent shards apiece, or you can level up each killer respectively to unlock their teachables. When you unlock a killer's teachables, this makes their perks available to other killers via the Blood Web. To unlock Corrupt Intervention, you'll need to get the Plague to level 30 and grab the teachable from her Blood Web. To unlock Nurse's Calling, you'll need to get the Nurse to level 40. To unlock I'm All Ears, you'll need to get Ghostface to level 30. And to unlock Barbecue and Chili, you'll need to get Leatherface to level 35. Now, with perks out of the way, let's talk about add-ons. The first add-on loadout I would recommend is the faithful combo of Leather Loop and Infantry Belt. This leather strip tied into a loop can be attached to a belt to allow easy transportation of tools. Start the trial with 1 additional hatchet. Grants the ability to carry 1 additional hatchet. A sturdy utility belt pillaged from a soldier. Its multiple leather loops and holsters are useful to transport tools. Start the trial with 2 additional hatchets. Grants the ability to carry 2 additional hatchets. These 2 add-ons combined let you carry a total of 8 hatchets. This will allow you to focus on throwing hatchets without having to constantly reload. The less reloading you have to do, the more time you spend practicing your hatchet throws. The second add-on loadout that I recommend is focused on getting used to the survivor pathing and your throw timing. For this, I recommend Infantry Belt and Glowing Concoction. Now, we already know Infantry Belt allows us to carry 2 additional hatchets throughout the trial. But Glowing Concoction is an otherworldly concoction that faintly glows a foreboding light. Survivors hit by the hatchets have their aura revealed to you for 5 seconds. Glowing Concoction is pretty cool, as it allows us to see where a survivor is after our initial hatchet hit. This gives us a chance to see and predict where a survivor might be going, but it also starts to build up a sense of survivor movement and timing. This will help you build more confidence in your follow-up hatchet throws once Glowing Concoction is removed from your build. Well, there you have it. My recommended build for getting started with Huntress. I really hope this information helps you enjoy playing as our favorite bunny mama. If this build has helped you at all, please let me know. Drop a comment below or catch me live on Twitch. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, and I'd love to see you there. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to do something good today. I'll see you in the next one.